The Brazil plane crash update is really something out of a movie, but sadly, it's all too real. So let's break it down. We've got a plane, an ATR 72-500 from Voipass, flying from Cascavel to Sao Paulo's Guarulhos International Airport. Everything's fine until it suddenly isn't. The plane goes down near Vinhedo, about 50 miles northwest of Sao Paulo City. 62 people on board and no survivors. But here's where it gets really crazy. Right before the crash, there were eyewitnesses who saw the plane spinning uncontrollably, almost like it was in a flat spin. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never seen a commercial plane do that. Military jets like the old F-14, sure, but those were known to have problems like that until they fixed it with the F-14B. A commercial plane? No way. That's highly unusual. It's like the plane just fell out of the sky. And then there's Dr. Frensor on X. He posts this eerie prediction the same day of the crash saying, if we find out what kind of experts were on this plane, we can predict the next global crisis. Next thing you know, we find out that 8 cancer doctors were on board. These weren't just any doctors. These were top-of-the-line researchers from Iopecan Cancer Hospital in Cascavel working on groundbreaking cancer treatments. This isn't just a loss. It's a disaster for the medical community. These guys were on the front lines fighting one of the deadliest diseases in the world. Their work was crucial, and now it's gone. Before I go any further, don't forget to visit middlemaga.com for more articles and videos like this. Now, this crash has got people talking, and not just because it's Brazil's deadliest aviation disaster since 2007. People are wondering if there's more to this than meets the eye. It's hard not to think about other incidents like the Malaysia Airlines flight that had AIDS researchers on board and just vanished. And let's not forget the Titanic and the Federal Reserve connection. Remember that one? The Titanic went down in 1912, and it just so happened to have some of the wealthiest and most influential people of the time on board, like John Jacob Astor IV, Benjamin Guggenheim, and Isidor Straus. These were guys with big sway in finance, and rumor has it they weren't too thrilled about the creation of the Federal Reserve. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The Federal Reserve, which was set up in 1913, was designed to stabilize the American banking system. But there's a conspiracy theory that suggests the Titanic was sunk on purpose to eliminate opponents of the Federal Reserve. J.P. Morgan, who owned the Titanic, is said to have orchestrated the whole thing. It's all speculation, of course, with no solid evidence, but it makes you wonder. So what were these cancer doctors working on? Who did they work for? Who were their enemies? I mean, it's not every day that a plane just drops out of the sky. There's got to be more to this. Maybe it was a staged event. Who knows? We need to find out what they were working on. That's the real question here. What were they onto that could have made them targets? And can we talk about the horror those people must have gone through? A plane spinning out of control, knowing you're about to crash. It's unthinkable. God rest their souls. For more deep dives like this, head over to middle.com. Trust me, you don't want to miss what we've got coming next. One thing's for sure, though. Next time you're boarding a flight, maybe ask who else is on board. You never know who might be flying with you.